As you can see, we're still on the Imperial fleet, and that's where our episode is going to start off. The first thing we're going to do is I am going to partake into the crew skills. And I already know what I'm going to do, so I'm going to pick up our crew skills while we're here on the Imperial fleet. I just like having them so I can send those extra companions out on missions. They're not just, you know, wasting space, basically. It's like, you get enough companions, it just seems silly not to pick up your crew skills. And when you're a subscriber, it's even more beneficial, because as you can see on our other series, we are free to play on that account, and you can only get one crew skill. So as a subscriber, it seems silly to pass up, even if you don't intend on doing a whole lot with it. In my opinion, it seems silly not to. And I've been going back and forth on whether I'm going to do this flashpoint to get to the next planet, and I think we're going to bypass that for now. This is supposed to be the bounty hunter story mission or storyline. And if I was concerned about difficulty or losing credits, or if this was a 0 to hero challenge, then I would consider doing it just for the sake of getting gear, but I don't think we're really that hard up that we absolutely need to do it, so we're not going to do that. In case you're wondering why we're bypassing the first flashpoint we can do. I'm also trying to figure out how to make things a little bit more interesting on the videos. I've noticed that the views have not been the greatest, and I know probably watch-alongs aren't a lot of people's things. So I'm going to try to mix some things up. I have an idea of what I want to do as far as like character progression. I mean, you get your combat tree here, which is your skill progression. But as far as like, I don't want to just deck my guy out with the craziest, the best looking gear. I want to see a progression of, okay, so he started from what he's wearing now, and let's say level 20, we slap on, I'm going to probably use some credits. I'll probably transfer some credits from another character and buy something off the GTN. I want to show a progression of, okay, so he hit level 20. Here's his bronze set of gear that I bought off the GTN. And then when we hit 40, here's a silver, better looking set of gear at 40. Every 20 levels will, so that when we hit level 80, we have a platinum set of gear that's, just looks completely, well, looks badass basically, because that's how it should be. I mean, I don't want to look like this ultimate badass coming off the ship, level 9. I mean, I could do that, and there's nothing wrong with doing that, but I want to see a character growth outside of just the skills, and gear would be a way of doing that. And that's just how I'm going to handle it. That'll make things a little bit more interesting as far as progression-wise goes. And I'll keep toying with other ideas of how to make things a little bit more interesting outside of questing. I'm also trying to decide if I want to do the heroics or not. I think it might be one of those things where as I encounter them naturally through the series, not going to the terminal, but as we come across them in our travels, meet them. Yeah, so that's probably what we're going to do. Just natural progression of the heroics and not just go right to the terminal and select them all. Usually what I'll do if I'm playing an ult is I'll just stop at the terminal, the first terminal I see, and I'll just take them all on, run them, and then do the storyline quest. But with this being a bounty hunter storyline playthrough, I don't want to. The focus should be the storyline at first, and then secondary should be the heroics, because those aren't really tied into the storyline. So that is the plan.
Spaceports all smell the same. Engine exhaust, coolant fluid, and spacers who haven't bathed in a week. Let's get out of this stink. Whatever the rest of Dromund Kaas is like, the air has got to be fresher than in here.
I would have figured you'd been to Dromund Kaas before.
Braden and I moved around a lot when we first got together, but we never made it here. Keep in mind, Imperials aren't fond of aliens. Step out of line and they'll notice. If we tweak the local authorities, they can make life really hard.
My goal is to join the Great Hunt. That's it.
Still, let's try to keep a low profile. Come on, the Mandalorian Enclave is in the Citadel. Our contact is someone named Crysta Marcon.
I also want to make one thing perfectly clear. I'm not saying that as a free-to-play player, you shouldn't take on at least that one crew skill you can get. I would suggest that you do it, make some money. But because in that other series we're doing a 0 to hero and we're not allowed to use the Galactic Trade Network, which is where I'd send a lot, or I'd sell a lot of those materials.
This is entirely out of hand.
I'm not gonna.
Don't touch that.
I'm not gonna take the crew skill for now. Eventually we will subscribe on that account. We'll have to. But I think the point of that account for now is going to be 0 to hero on our first character, and then our secondary. We will do the other classes on that account. It's going to take a. This is not a short-term project. This is a long-term project that we're going to do here on that other series. And we might even do that on this playthrough or this account. This currently subscribed account. We might do all the storylines. See how it goes. Does this planet not have a planetary quest line? Oh, I walked right by it. You're piloting. We already have. I guess not. It must be Dromund Kaas doesn't have a opening story arc. Alright, well then we'll pick up whatever side quest we run into, or until we run into that planetary quest. I'm not sure which ones have it and which ones don't.
You there. I'm Commander Rylan. I'm authorized to recruit armed individuals to deal with an emerging threat in this area. Something is stirring up the jungle beasts, which makes the route between here and Kaas City hazardous. Several individuals traveling on foot have disappeared. I've even had reports of jungle beasts attacking speeders.
You might have need of me.
Given the circumstances, I believe someone of your abilities is precisely what's needed. I dispatched 2 commando teams into the jungle to clear out the beasts, but they never returned. An emergency holo message came through from one of the team leaders. I'll play it for you.
Repeat. Landing beacons are emitting some kind of energy. Power surges are driving the beast mad. Can't get close enough to reroute power. Lost my team. Beasts closing in. Need reinforced. Ah!
Sensors confirm unusual energy readings in the jungle. The spaceport's landing beacons appear to be the cause.
Just point me in the direction of the action.
Excellent. Your willingness to serve will be noted in my report. The spaceport's landing beacons are scattered throughout the nearby jungle. You'll need to reroute power on all of them. I'll track your progress from here. Return when you're done. Good luck. The jungle predators are fierce.
And I'm also gonna probably shorten up the run times of these videos. I haven't fully decided on that one yet, but we'll see. Oh, we hit level 10, sweet. Oh, and because we took the bioanalysis through skill, we can start picking up off these dead bodies. So purges all incapacitating effect. Lock that up. There we go. Up and punch this thing in the face. When I first got into PC gaming, it was a long time ago. And the games that were the big thing, well, and the one game still is a big thing, is World of Warcraft. And at that time, there was also a game called Star Wars Galaxies. Star Wars Galaxies was probably, it was ahead of its time until they, well, basically ruined it and killed the game. If you've ever played, if you played it when it was out, you'll know what I'm talking about. That game was so much fun. So when I started PC gaming, that's where I started my journey. And then when I found out they were making this, I'm like, all right, Star Wars. I love Star Wars, and the game's good. I like the game. That's the reason why we're still here, however many years later. I jump on and off, you know, just like everybody else. The new best thing comes out, and we all tend to switch to that. All right, we're wrapped up. Let's go talk to the commander, and we can head towards Kaas City. But Star Wars: The Old Republic will always be a game that's installed on my PC. I don't think I've ever uninstalled it. Like, it's always on there. Because I might go a little bit without playing it, and then I'll just, I don't know, I'll see something on TV, or I'll be like, I really want to play that. So this is one of those games that will always stay installed.
Trouble on the way.
I keep forgetting to use my skill. Don't follow what I'm doing. Oh, and the release schedule on the videos might change too.
Seems you did your job. We're not reading any more energy fluctuations from the landing beacons. Analysis indicates they were deliberately sabotaged to drive the jungle beasts insane. I'm transmitting a full report to Kaas City. You earned your wages for this work, but don't think it entitles you to special treatment. Goodbye.
I will probably not be releasing videos back to back like I did this last week. This last week I put out a video, what, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I think we're going to do every other day. Maybe start on Sunday, do Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, or do Saturday, Monday, Wednesday, just to split it up. I don't want to overwhelm people. We could even cut it down to a couple times a week for this series. I really could. We'll see. It's all kind of up in the air. Just kind of chill, just relaxing. Playing Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Fascinating. The local fauna are mutating rapidly, and I believe the lightning spire could be the cause. Might you help me collect samples for further study?
And we'll do other things on the channel too eventually. Star Wars won't be the only thing we put out on our channel. I'll do some Guild Wars too, because that game hasn't gone out of popularity yet. There's some cozy life games I like to play, I'm not gonna lie. I will not be min-maxing those games though. Like I have Stardew Valley, which I'm sure everyone's heard of. There's Tales of the Shire, which people apparently didn't care for, but those are just a couple of the games I would like to put on the channel at some point. I just don't want to stretch myself too thin, which I talked to my wife about. If I stretch myself too thin, then I feel like I'm neglecting the other series, like this and Zero to Hero series I've started. I just want to be careful not to abandon this stuff, because this is the stuff that I wanted to do at first. Alright, we're gonna go speak to Crysta. Our great hunt will officially begin.
And then I told him, "You think that's cold? You should see what I did to the Gamorrean. I never saw a Rhodian run so fast in my..." Whoa. Hello, handsome. You here to sweep me off my feet?
We are here for the Great Hunt. We've been sponsored by Nemro the Hutt.
Ooh, what's this? Got yourself a pet? Little sister, maybe? It's not enough to hold a real man's interest, anyway.
Mako's my backup. That's all you need to know.
Didn't mean anything. It's just rare we get any fresh meat in here worth putting on the grill.
Can you change the subject already?
Oh, don't get your blaster jammed. You probably ain't gonna like what I'm about to tell you. But there's nothing I can do about it, understand? There's one spot left open in the Great Hunt, and over 3 dozen hunters who got sponsorships.
You don't expect me to just give up, do you?
Of course not. But life's about to get a bit crazy. You best be ready. The Huntmaster himself will explain how we're gonna sort things out. Head into the main room, and show some respect. When the Huntmaster's done talking, come on back in here. I'll be handling you from here on out.
Quiet! Quiet, you dogs! The Huntmaster is about to speak. Pay attention and show some respect for once in your lives. You heard the Huntmaster. You're competing for the last spot in the Great Hunt by taking down 3 bounties on Dromund Kaas.
You expect us to hunt here with Imperials crawling all over us? And Sith?
Let the man talk. I want to hear this.
For all you overblown, useless, no-talent cowards, we installed a handy exit door. Use it now! The rest of you, the real hunters, go see your handlers. They'll get you oriented to the planet and assign you 3 unique bounties. Everyone who takes down all 3 of their bounties wins a spot in the final melee. Anyone who doesn't get all 3 is out.
Hunting on Dromund Kaas? That's suicide. I'm grabbing the first shuttle out of here. I suggest you do the same, friend.
I want into the Great Hunt, and this is the only way.
Then watch your back. It's not the jungles that are dangerous on Dromund Kaas. It's the people. I'm done here. May your quarry fall before you, Hunter.
Well, what are you standing around for? Back to your handler. That's Crysta for you, new blood.
The guy's like, you should leave. What? Yes, because I left how to come here to turn around and leave.
A dozen cowards just scurried out of here. Probably won't stop till Dromund Kaas is light years behind him. You understand the basics, right? 3 bounties, hardest targets on Dromund Kaas. Gotta get all 3 to qualify for the final melee.
Enough standing around. Who are my bounties?
Now let's see who your first target is. Whoa, this can't be right. You got enemies among the Mandalorians or something?
Just Taro Blood, the Mandalorian who killed Brayden. What'd he do?
What's the job?
I wouldn't wish this bounty on anybody. Gotta play the hand you're dealt, though. The target's a Republic noble named Valtaka. He got captured during an Imperial raid, brought back here, and sold into slavery by mistake.
I love it when fat aristocrats get theirs.
My thoughts exactly. Nobles can all go rot.
I've seen how Imperials treat their slaves. It ain't pretty. Altaka's slave group was building a big old statue in the jungle. The slaves rebelled and took over the site. Nobody can get in there. We don't even know if he's still alive. If he is, the family will pay big.
Easy jobs bore me.
You've got confidence. I give you that. The slaves got themselves a tent camp near that statue they never finished. If Altaka's still kicking, he's probably somewhere in there. Before you go, meet your new best friend. The S-86K full-gauge carbonite armor upgrade. You can't shoot a fella with this while he's springing around. It's too slow to charge up. But once that fella ain't resisting, say, after a good long beating, the S-86K will freeze him for transport.
I do love getting new toys.
I expect you'll have plenty of chances to play with that one. You find that Republic noble fella and claim that first bounty, then hurry it on back here as fast as you can.
Alright. We got our first bounty. We just hit level 11. Nothing major comes along with that. You don't get anything, whatever, until level 15, but hey. A step in the right direction. Like I said, I'm going to try to keep these episodes shorter. I'm going to click this lore object. Gives us some experience. There we go. Oh. Alright, we're going to call it there for this episode. Thank you for everyone for watching. I hope you're somewhat entertained or learning something. Whether it's about the game or about me. And I hope you'll join me for the next episode as we tackle our first official bounty on Dromund Kaas.